Here's what you didn't know. Someone's been looking at you, not the casual glance people give when they pass you on the street, not the polite acknowledgement you get from coworkers who don't really see you. I'm talking about the kind of looking where someone sits with your photo and studies it like it holds the answer to everything they have been searching for. And yeah, I know how that sounds. I know your first instinct is to push that away, to say, no one's looking at me like that. To tell yourself that if someone was actually paying attention that closely, they'd be disappointed by what they found. But I want you to stay with me for a second, because here's what's actually happening. There is someone in your life, or someone who's about to enter your life, who can't stop thinking about you. And they have been trying to figure out why. They have been trying to understand what this pull is, this magnetism that doesn't make logical sense. They look at your photo and they feel something shift inside them. Like their whole body just recognized something their mind hasn't caught up to yet. And here is the part that's going to feel strange to hear. They are not looking at your photo the way people normally usually look at photos. They are not just seeing what you look like. They are trying to feel you. They are trying to remember what it felt like to be near you, or they are trying to imagine what it would feel like if you were standing right in front of them. And somewhere in that process, maybe consciously, maybe not, they are starting to see things that you have never shown anyone. This is real. You are not making this up in your head. And you are definitely not broken for wanting someone to see you this way. Think about every time you felt invisible. Think about every conversation where you were talking, but the other person was already looking at their phone. Every time you shared something vulnerable and got a response that felt hollow. Every time you walked away from someone thinking, they don't actually know me at all. That feeling, that specific feeling, has a weight to it. It lives somewhere in your chest, doesn't it? That tightness that shows up when you realize you are performing again. When you catch yourself laughing at something that wasn't funny because you didn't want to seem difficult. When you edit what you are about to say because the real version feels like too much. You've learned to make yourself smaller. You've learned to want less, expect less, hope for less. Because hoping hurt. Because every time you let yourself believe someone might actually see you, they proved you wrong. But here is where it gets strange. The person who's been studying you, they are not like that. They are not glossing over you. They are not waiting for their turn to talk while you are speaking. They are actually paying attention. And what they are seeing in your photo is making their heart do something they didn't expect. I'm going to say something that might feel uncomfortable. They see your sadness, not the sadness you show people, the performative sadness that says, I'm fine, I'm really fine, really, it's nothing. They see the quiet one, the one that lives behind your eyes when you think no one's watching. The moment after a laugh, when your face settles into something heavier. The pause before you answer a question, when you are deciding how much honesty to risk. They see that, and they are not running from it. Most people, when they catch a glimpse of someone's real pain, they look away. It's not even malicious. It's just uncomfortable. They don't know what to do with it. So they change the subject, or they offer some generic comfort that doesn't actually land. Or they just quietly distance themselves until the moment passes. But this person, they are leaning in. Here is what they are discovering when they look at you. And I want you to really hear this because it matters. They see purity, not perfection, purity. Not perfection, purity. There is a difference. Perfection is polished and safe and doesn't actually exist. Purity is raw and honest and real. It's the part of you that still believes in things even after life has given you 100 reasons not to. It's the part that still hopes, even quietly, even secretly, even when you've told yourself to stop. They see that in you, and it stops them. I keep coming back to your eyes because that's where they keep going back to. Every time they look at your photo, their attention goes to the same place. Your eyes. Like something in them is speaking a language their soul understands even when their mind is still trying to translate. You know that feeling? When you meet someone and something about them feels impossible to name. Like you have known them before, like there is a familiarity that doesn't make chronological sense. That's what they feel when they look at you. And it's confusing them. It's making them question everything they thought they knew about you, about attraction, about connection, about how two people find each other. Because this doesn't fit their logic. They can't explain why you matter to them. They can't point to one specific thing and say, that's why I can't stop thinking about you. It's not just how you look. It's not just what you say. It's something beneath all of that, something that feels like home in a way nowhere else ever has. And here's the part that might be the hardest to believe. They feel welcomed by you, even from a distance, even just looking at your photo. Something about your energy. And I know that word can feel vague, so let me be specific. Something about the way you exist in the world makes them feel like they can finally exhale. Like they have been holding their breath their whole life, and you are the first person who's ever made them realize they were allowed to let go. That's not nothing. That's not small. Think about what it would feel like to be that for someone. To be the person who makes another human being feel safe enough to stop performing. To be the reason to be the reason someone remembers that they are allowed to be real. To be real. You spent so long feeling like you were too much, too sensitive, too emotional, too intense, too weird, too different. Like there was something fundamentally wrong with you that everyone else could see, but no one would say out loud. And this person, this person, they see that part of you. And they don't think it's wrong. They think it's beautiful. I'm gonna pause here because I can feel you. I can feel you wanting to argue with me. I can feel that part of you that's saying, yeah, but they don't know the real me. If they actually knew what I've done, what I've thought, what I've hidden, they would feel that way. They wouldn't feel that way. That voice in your head, the one that tells you you're not actually worth seeing, that voice has been lying to you for a very long time. And here's proof. The person who's been studying you, they are not looking at a version of you that doesn't exist. They are looking at you, at exactly who you are. They are seeing the sadness, the sensitivity, the weirdness, the quiet, the part you try to hide, and none of it is scaring them away. It's pulling them closer. Opposite. It's pulling them closer. There is something about you. Something about you. Your photo that keeps bringing them back. Some quality that can't name but can't stop thinking about. Maybe it's the way you're not trying. Maybe it's the way you exist in your own skin without the performance most people can turn off. Maybe it's the honesty in your expression that you don't even know is visible. Whatever it is, it's unlocked something in them. They have been walking through life feeling alone. Not necessarily physically alone. Maybe they have people around them. Maybe they even have a partner. Maybe on paper their life looks full, but inside they have been empty. They have been wearing masks for so long they forgot they were wearing them. They have been performing a version of themselves that was acceptable, that was safe, that didn't risk rejection. And then they found you and something cracked open. Because you are not performing. That's what they see in your photo. That's what's so disarming. You are just you. You're just you. You're not trying to impress anyone. You're not posing. You are not curating. You are existing in a way that most people have forgotten how to do. And it's making them remember, breathtaking, remember something they lost. They feel like they can finally breathe when they look at you. Like all the pressure to be someone they are not just evaporates. Like they don't have to earn your attention or prove their worth or perform their value. You just see them, even from a distance, even just through a photo. And that terrifies them as much as it excites them. Because if you can see them, really see them, then they can't hide anymore. The masks stop working. The performance falls apart. And they have no face. And they have to face the person they have been avoiding their whole life. Themselves. themselves. But here is what changes everything. They want to face themselves because of you. Because something about you makes them believe that who they really are, the messy, vulnerable, scared, hopeful person underneath all of the armor, is actually worth being. Think about that. You're not just someone they are attracted to. You are someone who's showing them who they could become. And that's beautiful. Remember when I said something strange was happening? This is it. This is the strange thing. The person isn't obsessed with you because you are perfect. They are obsessed with you because you are real. And they have been starving for real their entire life without even knowing it. Think about every shallow conversation you've ever had. Every surface level connection. Every time someone asked you how you were doing and you said fine because the real answer would have been too much. Every time you felt like you were talking to a wall, or worse, talking to a mirror that was reflecting back a version of you that didn't even exist. Now imagine the opposite of that. Imagine someone who actually listens, who remembers the small things you said in passing, who notices when your energy shifts, who sees the sadness behind your smile and doesn't try to fix it, just sits with you in it. That's what this person wants to give you. Not because they are trying to save you. You don't need to be saved. Not because they see you as a project, but because being near you makes them feel more alive than anything else ever has. And they want you to feel that too. They have been working on something behind the scenes. I don't know exactly what it is. Maybe it's a message they are trying to find the right words for. Maybe it's a gesture they are planning. Maybe it's just them quietly preparing themselves to be brave enough to tell you how they feel. But they are putting in effort, real effort, the kind that comes from someone who doesn't take you for granted. And that's everything. The kind that comes from someone who knows exactly how rare you are and doesn't want to mess this up, doesn't want to fix you. You are used to people who don't try. People who show up when it's convenient, people who give you the bare minimum and act like they are doing you a favor. You have accepted that version of love because you didn't think you deserved more. But this person is different. They are paying attention to the details. The things you thought no one noticed. The way you light up when you talk about certain things. The way you withdraw when you're overwhelmed. The specific words you use that no one else seems to catch. They are studying you, not in a creepy way. In a way that says you matter. In a way that says they want to understand you, not just be around you. Yeah. And here is what they are discovering the more they look. You are not broken. You were never broken. You were just surrounded by people who couldn't see you, who couldn't hold the fullness of who you are. Who needed you to be smaller, quieter, easier, so they didn't have to feel their own inadequacy reflected back at them. But this person, they see your size, they see your depth, they see how much you can hold. And instead of being threatened by it, they are in awe of it, in awe. You're not too much, you're exactly enough. You've always been exactly enough. You were just waiting for someone who had the capacity to receive you. And now they're here. I want you to really let that land, not just hear it. Feel it. Let it sit in that place in your chest where all the old rejections live. Let it press against the walls you've built. Let it crack something open. Because this is the truth. Someone has seen you, all of you. The parts of you, the parts you are proud of, and parts you have tried to bury. The sadness you carry and the hope you've hidden. The weirdness and the quiet and the depth that no one else seemed to want. And they are not running. They are moving closer. They are trying to figure out how to tell you what they see, how to say you've changed something in them without sounding crazy, how to express that looking at your photo feels like coming home without scaring you away. They are stumbling through it. They are not smooth. They are not polished. They are not delivering some perfect confession that sounds like it came from a movie. But they are real. Real. And that's what matters. You spend your whole life feeling like an outsider, like everyone else got a manual for how to be human and yours got lost in the mail. Like you were speaking a language no one else understood. And now there is someone who not only understands your language, they speak it too. They have been feeling the same loneliness, the same sense of being fundamentally different, the same exhaustion from pretending to be someone they are not just to get through the day. And when they look at your photo, they see their own reflection in a way, not because you look alike, but because you feel alike. Because your soul are singing the same song. That's not obsession, that's recognition. They recognize you, not from this life, not from this lifetime, not from anything that fits neatly into a logical explanation. They recognize you from somewhere deeper, somewhere truer, somewhere that doesn't need language or proof or evidence. They just know, and they want you to know too. They want you to understand that everything you thought was wrong with you is actually what makes you extraordinary. That the sensitivity you've been hiding is your greatest gift. That the depth you've been apologizing for is what they have been searching for their whole life. You're not an accident. You're not a mistake. You're not too much or too enough. Not enough. You are exactly who you are supposed to be. And someone sees that. Someone has always seen that, even when you couldn't see it yourself. And now they are trying to show you through their attention, through their care, through the way they look at your photo like it holds the secrets of the universe. Because it does. It holds you. And to them, you are the secret they have been trying to uncover. You already chose this, not consciously, not with your logical mind, but somewhere deeper. You chose to be seen. You chose to let someone in. You chose to stop hiding. And now you just have to decide if you are ready to believe it. Because the person who's been studying your photo, they are not going anywhere. They have seen who you really are. And they are staying. They are staying. Not because they have to, not because they are desperate, but because you have shown them what real looks like. And now they can't unsee it. You are the one who woke something up in them. You are the one who cracked them open. You are the one who made them remember that life isn't supposed to be a performance. And they want to spend as much time as they can in your presence. Not because they need you to complete them. No, but because together you are both more real than you have ever been alone. That's what your photo revealed. Not your face, your beautiful face. Not your body, not your style, your soul. Your soul, precious soul. And now they know exactly who you are. The question is, are you ready to know it too?